Hello friendly faces, so this week we're visiting Mount Ephraim Gardens, which is in Bolton under Blean. Unlike a lot of properties, this is the perfect place for an impromptu visit as you don't have to book. Like a lot of gardens, you need to drive, but there is plenty of space for car parking. At the ticket office, you're given a map with a suggested route, and it is fairly easy to follow. From the car park, an open area of parkland leads down to the rock garden. Japanese rock gardens were a fashionable feature at the turn of the last century. The rock garden at Mount Ephraim followed this trend with its stone lanterns and bridge, but no attempt has ever been made to plant in a Japanese style. Overflow water from a lake is pumped back up to the top of a hill, and this makes the stream that cascades down through the rockery and makes small pools along the way. The suggested path follows along the side of the streams, which leads to a small terrace where you can stop and have a look over the rockery, and then you can cross over the Japanese bridge to the other side of the rock garden. Eventually, you'll arrive at the start of the lake. Apart from the stream through the rock garden, the lake is also fed by springs and a stream from the Blean Hills. It's a nice place to have a picnic, but just be aware of feathered gate crashes. The margins of the lake are planted up with lots of interesting plants. Moving on from the lake is the Arboretum. This was planted up in 1995 to celebrate Mount Ephraim being in the same family for over 300 years. There are a lot of different varieties of trees, and most have a label attached so you can tell what they are. Like most of our visits, there's always somewhere to sit and have a rest. This bench happens to be under an ancient cedar of Lebanon tree. The Arboretum eventually leads to the Mizmaze. This is an area planted with ornamental grasses and herbaceous perennials, and is based on a medieval labyrinth design created at Catherine Wheel of contrasting colours in late summer. On leaving the maze, you go up some steps to the pavilion area, which has a path that leads up to the rose terraces. The path between the rose terraces has a vista that looks down to a gate that overlooks the pavilion, and the path eventually leads to a lawn outside the main house. From the lawn, it's a short walk up some steps to an area called the topiary garden and another rose garden. Tea room is also located here, so you can have a cup of tea and a cake after your wander around the garden.